Okay, my button is green. All right. Chris, it's good to hear you. Chris and I talked, it was just yesterday. It seemed like a week ago, Chris.
Yeah.
I went over a bunch of stuff with Chris, and I warned him out to ask a particular question. But for anyone to say that this election in November went smoothly, I suppose we can compare it to August, which was a total mess. You might say there's improvements, but smoothly is not accurate at all. So, Chris, our statute that we operate under, there's a sentence in there about certifying the statewide election, that we have a power to adjourn from time to time and await the receipt or correction of returns or for other necessary purposes, and shall complete the canvass and announce determination no later than the 40th date after the election. Today's the 20th. So, Chris, what I told you I was going to ask you is, under what circumstances could there be out there that you would think you can delay for other purposes?
Well, first of all, part of the question you said you're going to ask is whether you could ever vote no on a certification. And
delaying is voting no for today.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, I think that, first of all, the answer is, of course, you can't vote no. There is no in this circumstances. Each of you play a necessary role. You're at the pinnacle of Michigan's democracy. You're the end game of the statewide elections for 2020. Our system is a zero-sum operation. You got winners, you got losers. We don't have any ties. Everyone doesn't get a trophy. That's not the way it works. However, at the end of the season, after 5.5 million people have taken to the field and exercised their right to vote, we've had tens of thousands of our citizens have turned out to work in difficult and dangerous times. And over 1,600 county, city, and township clerks and their staff have conducted and prepared for this election. And the 83 boards of canvassers have canvassed this election. You, the Board of State Canvassers, representing the two major political parties, convene in a public meeting to make the results that are already widely known official. So your civility, which is so needed today, shows our citizens that a system they may take for granted works. Michigan election law does not need to tell you that yes is the only option, because without a yes, you don't have anything. There's no election, no winners, no losers, no beginning of Michigan's next chapter. So our law says you may adjourn to await returns and corrections to those returns. But of course, it doesn't say you can vote no and go home. So those who question the outcome, the remedy stage begins after you say yes. Recounts, audits, investigations are all out there waiting for you to act. The legislature is giving you a role in recounts, but clearly it is not giving you authority to conduct pre-certification audits. So can you adjourn? Yes, you can adjourn. If you have the completed returns, I don't think you can adjourn. What else is there for a county to do? They have lost their jurisdiction. They can no longer canvass. You have got their statement as to what the certified votes are in their respective counties. So what would you be waiting for?
Okay, well, you're asking me questions, and I asked you the question. And Chris, it does say at the bottom of the sentence, shall complete our canvass and announce their determination no later than the 40th day. So what you're saying is those words shouldn't be in there. We should announce our certification of the election no later than the 40th day. Would that be correct?
No, I think that you're mandated to certify when you have the complete results. There's no reason to sit on it for 40 days. Because I would ask you, okay, if I can't ask you questions, I would rhetorically ask, well, what would you do for 40 days? I mean, what would you do for 40 days? You don't have authority to do an audit. So what would you do? I mean, why would you sit on something for 40 days when you
Chris, what you're
have
saying
everything you
then,
need?
there is no other necessary purpose. There is no other necessary purpose that we could have. Is that kind of what you're saying?
Well, I'm not sure how you would suggest what that would be. Maybe somebody gets ill. Maybe two people get ill and you lose a quorum. I don't know. But I mean, yeah, those words are there. But what is the necessary purpose?
I warned you yesterday I was going to bring this up, and I think we got Chris's answer.
Okay, guys. I know,